In the beginning, we were very centered on telecommunications. You know, hard, basic telecommunications. The first hint of what the 4G could be, we showed it in the Expo 98 here in Lisbon. What we think is that in order to be ahead, you have to try to guess what's next.
The Internet of the future starts here. It's something that we like to testify by doing today what the public will see tomorrow, and by public we address the end user.
So we want to have everyone and everything connected. So this means people, of course, and our mobile phones. This means cars, this means drones, aerial drones, aquatic drones. This means the sensors that we have around, not only in the cities but also in the parks and in agriculture, so to be able to connect all these elements. Some of them are moving, some of them are not.
We have in IT many areas of work. They go from pure telecommunications to applied telecommunications to very different areas, namely for biomedical applications.
It's not easy, especially in healthcare. Sometimes you don't feel that you are helping as much as you think when you go to the real world, so you need to measure very well. We do say that we save lives, we help to save lives, but this is 10 years of research to get to a position where we can start to help.
We work with a lot of hospitals. We have one of our research lines is connected with healthcare. We work with all the major hospitals, primary care centers. We deploy technology there. And another very big and important strategic line here is smart cities.
We would like a city where there is less noise, less air, well, the air quality is better, and we would like to have a better mobility in the sense that it is more amenable to ride bikes, that it is more, not necessarily faster, but it is a better, it's not a stressful experience. Because we move a lot nowadays. And so, yeah, we are focusing on that, on improving the moving experience.
Our work is focused in, let's say, hot topics like smart city, smart home, smart health. And in this case, actually, always we think to implement the new technology in our common life.
What we expect for the next few years to come is to go to what we call the 5G. 5G is a general name that is an umbrella for many things. But what we are aiming for is to provide more data to more people and cover a lot of new applications.
The sophistication of the technology is so large that we need to work with other colleagues because we cannot be specialists in everything. Okay?
How do we work as a network? Firstly, because I believe this should look like an orchestra, like a jazz orchestra, where not all the musicians have the music written in front of them. This would be a classical orchestra. No, they have the idea of what they should do. They have a single scientific board that encompasses all the units, but then they have a lot of freedom to do their own choices and to progress their own way, provided they are going in the right direction. I think this is something that makes everybody a little bit confused, but I think this is the only way to work in science.
This, I think, is one of the most important things in a research lab, that is to have a freedom to actually hire students, to have the freedom to go to conferences, to have the freedom to buy equipment, and this is very, very important for us.
So it's been an amazing opportunity to see like all the updates in science or related to my field is happening around the world, and at the same time I get them here and I can experience the whole thing.
And I think that this is a step, very important step, to promote the much required symbiosis between the academic research and real life.
So we believe that in 15 or 20 years' time there will be a cluster here, so we can create. Then talk about the Covilhã Valley.
This did not happen too much in the past, but now with the funding programs of Industry 4.0 and with the introduction of Internet of Things, we have been demanded for our industry partners to cooperate in more projects. So I believe this is one area where we will have stronger activity in the next years.
At the moment, the projects are bigger. They require bigger consortia. They require bigger management overheads. So we're going in this direction. We're adapting, and let's believe that we'll have this capacity to constantly adapt. But we have faith that we'll be strong enough to address them.
And 25 years is a long time.
It's a very hard question. I hope in the future the IT continues to increase their importance in the field.
I think IT can go or can grow internationally, and I'm almost sure that probably in 25 years we'll talk about IT Brazil and IT Macau and IT India and IT China. Why not?
25 years ago we had nothing, so everything changed, and I'm hoping then in 3-5 years from now we will really have all this communication happening. We'll have all these vehicles autonomous and so on. So what can happen in 25 years? It's really something crazy.
We have all the conditions, you have researchers, quality, high quality, you have projects, you have all the conditions to go on for 25 years if you want, but everything will depend on the universities.
We have to prove hard facts that they are better with us than they are alone. So far we have been able to do that. I hope we can continue to do that in the future.